and welcome back to our Question of the Week video. This is a very special edition of the Question of the Week video, as you can see, because I have a special guest, my daughter here. She wants to be a financial advisor someday, and so she has been begging me to be a part of my video series. And so I thought for her birthday weekend, it would be a good idea to bring her on and talk about kids and money, because we've been talking to her about money since she was 2, and now she's 8. And so maybe there will be some things that we talk about here that could be helpful to you in teaching your kids about money. So Ella, why don't we start with you just telling us, how did we start with you starting to handle money and learning how to handle money? What do you do with your money?
You can start with jars and cut a slit in the top of the jars.
Yes.
And divide it in between give, save, and spend.
Yes. Okay. So give money. What do you do with your give money?
You give it to a church that's going to spread it to somebody who needs it.
That's right. Yeah. And what do you do with your save money?
You save it for something that you're going to do when you get older, or you have to do when you get older.
Yeah. Or something you want to buy, maybe that's further down the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about spend? That's a fun one.
You spend it on whatever you would like.
Yeah, whatever you would like. Okay, and then where does this money come from?
God, ultimately from God.
That's right. But where do you get the money from when you're from? I almost gave you the answer. Where do you get the money from?
Well, you get the money from work.
From work. That's right. So do we ever just give you money like to put in your jars? No, you get it from working. Like what? Mm-hmm. So you're 8 though. Like what kind of work do you do?
You can do chores.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a lemonade stand in the summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do a lemonade stand, and then you sell bracelets that you've made at the lemonade stand. Mm-hmm. And what else? What's the business you have with your dad?
I have a firewood business where you would sell your wood.
Yeah, and when you get the money, how much do we ask you to put into your give jar? Do you remember?
10%.
10%. That's right. So that's what goes into the give jar, because it's all God's, right? Mm-hmm. But we're trying to teach you that God is asking us to put 10% back into the give jar, and we give that to our local church.
Yeah,
right?
Basically back to God, but it's the church because God is alive, but we can't see him.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so we talked about the jars, and then what else? What do you do? Like, what did we start talking to you about after the jars?
An account. You can use an account, or even if your kids don't feel comfortable to get into an account yet, you can do something else that would help them until they get used to that one too.
Right. The parents can handle the account, but then as your kids get older, you can start talking to them about how much is in the account. So what we did with you was we have clear jars. That's an important thing too. The jars are clear so that you could see how much money was in there. And then as you got more and more comfortable with knowing what that money is and counting that money, then we started talking to you about, well, you also have an account that we have money in, and that's for your college and for your future. And so we've started talking to you about saving into an account also, right? Okay. So I think that this has helped you to learn about money, and you know about budgeting. Today you were at the Santa shop, or the Christmas shop at school, and so you said that you were able to stick to the budget. You came home with 50 cents, right?
Yeah, but I went over $3, and then I put one thing back, and then I came home with 50 cents.
But we sent cash with you and gave you the freedom to pick out items, and then you were able to stick to the budget that you had. So that's really good, and that's what the jars are about. So thanks for coming on and talking about kids and money. So if you do have any questions for us about kids and money, or about your budgeting or paying off debt, our financial coach would love to help you. If you have questions about saving for your kids' college or other things in their future, or your retirement, our financial advisors would love to help you, and you can schedule a meeting with them using the links to their calendar below. Thank you.